Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlene. Today we're going to go outside and I wanted to show you my potatoes. They are extremely tall and I wasn't really going to video this, but then I thought maybe it will help you guys with the mistakes that I made with this. I've shown these plants to a couple people and they're like, those aren't potatoes, Char, those aren't potatoes. And I'm like, they certainly are, but you have to see for yourself. So these are my potato plants. As you can see, they must be about 6 or 7 feet high. I apologize, my video got corrupted of me pulling them out and you can see that there was potatoes there, but I do have video of the end results and me digging some out of the ground. So as I had pulled my first couple out of the ground, the stems were at least an inch thick, and that was really surprising to me, but I did find out a few things that I made mistakes on. The first one was I did run out of cow manure, so I ended up using chicken manure here. And I guess one of the biggest mistakes is too much nitrogen for potatoes, and that is a big one with chicken manure from what I've read. And as well, where this bed is, we have a huge tree behind it, and it wasn't getting as much sunlight as it should have, but it was a bit of a fail, but it was also good because I learned a lot of valuable lessons. And I don't know if you can see that little bowl on the ground there, but those tiny little potatoes were all we got from this bed. Okay, so now I'm just going to pick some fresh peas from the garden and we're going to do a stir fry with these today. These are almost done for the season. Just a couple need a little more time. Let's see if you guys can see this. Right in here, the little beetles. Every morning I come out here and I can find a whole bunch on my raspberry bushes, so I'm gonna go ahead and squish them. So these are the green Japanese beetles, and I found them all over my raspberry bushes. I found them on my bean plants. I actually found some on my apple tree as well. So they have been very, very pesky, and I do this every morning to keep on top of them. Sometimes I come out multiple times a day and kill them as well. I have 3 different areas that we have raspberries in our backyard, and yeah, they're relatively new. We've only had them about 2 years, so we're still not getting a huge amount, but very happy with what we are getting. So this is actually the best producing portion of our raspberry bushes. Our neighbor had planted 3 bushes on his side of the fence and they all just kept coming through to our side of the fence. So we are not complaining whatsoever. We get quite a bit from this part anyhow. And yeah, just this is my everyday thing. Okay, so I have a big day out in the garden today, so I'm gonna get broth going. I was in my freezer and they're just getting packed again. So I had some chicken bones and pieces that weren't used. So I thought that I would get that to a boil. And just before I go outside, I'll turn it down to low so that I don't have to worry about it. And this is all of the potato peels that I had peeled and the onion peels that I kept. So we'll use all of that up, and that will be quite a few bags out of the freezer, which will be really, really great. And that is that. Okay, I'm still waiting for the broth to come to a boil, so I thought I'd get a few things done. Still have a few dishes, so please excuse the mess. Yesterday we were out cutting a whole bunch of tree limbs down, so that took us quite a few hours, so dishes were the last thing on my mind yesterday. So anyways, I just thought I would share. So as I was picking like the raspberries, I didn't get a ton today, but that's about my normal. I just got, maybe this container is about this full of the raspberries and stuff, but I pick that amount every day. And if we're not going to use them, like say on ice cream or something, which I don't actually have, all I do is rinse them off, let them dry a little, and then I put them on like a pizza pan, put them in the freezer. And I have over a half of a gallon of frozen raspberries for now. I don't have huge patches like I had mentioned. You had seen some of them and stuff, but it still will get us some, and I'm hoping to make raspberry jam. That's one jam I've never made yet, is raspberry jam. So kind of excited to try that. But I am going to wash these peas for dinner. Might as well get a little bit of work done before we go outside, or me and my son are going to go and try to clean up the backyard. We made quite a mess back there, and this week is supposed to be really hot here, so I thought get that done today before the heat comes. There. Just a little rinse is good for them. And then I just thought I'd show you. So this is all the potatoes we got, right? Yeah, this is about the biggest potato. So definitely not worth the space. I also, on top of what I showed you today, I also had 6 growing baskets with them in, and I picked them a few days before, and this is what we got. Surprisingly enough, there was one plant out of them that actually grew like a normal one, and then this was the largest potato we got, and that was from that plant. But I actually think I got more from the 6 bags than I did from the others. But still, it's still going to be enough to throw in. We'll make a potato medley or something, and these will not go to waste for sure. But that is a lesson learned, and I don't even know if I'm going to bother to grow potatoes anymore, because they're just, they do take up a lot of space. This was actually the first year that they didn't get disease. They usually get, I think it's blight they get, and I always have to pick them super early. So this was definitely the first time I didn't have to pick them early for that. They were roughly, I think, 3.5 to 4 months in the ground. So for the tiny potatoes, that's definitely not worth it. Okay, so tonight we're going to make a stir fry for dinner. And a few nights ago we had done a big dinner for my son's graduation, and I weighed so much food. I made way too much food for that. We have so much left over. Anyways, I'm going to cut the steak into small pieces. I'm just trying not to get fat. I can't stand biting into fat. So I'm going to cut them into either strips or small pieces. So just trying not to. So I figured I'd do this while I'm still waiting for the broth to come up to a boil. So here I am outside picking the last of our garlic, and I probably could have left it for another week or so, but there was a couple of them that had fallen over, and I just thought that I would just pick them anyways to get another project done. Some green onion for dinner. More. Doesn't look so good. Neither does this one. I think that should be good. Okay, it's time to start the stir fry. So I have a lot of carrots in the fridge that need to get eaten up. So we're going to start with that. I have a little bit of oil already in the pan as well. And then I chopped up about 3 onions. And I dropped them on the floor. Okay, I will clean that up. And I'm going to let these ones fry for probably 5 to 10 minutes till they soften up. And then I will add the other few ingredients. So then after, I have the peas that we picked from the garden today. And then I have the chopped up leftover steak we had in the fridge. And the rice is already going as well. Okay. We've got everything inside, all set and ready. All I'm going to do is I'm going to use this savory liquid seasoning from Bragg's. I'm not actually going to measure because I didn't measure anything else. I'm going to try just a little bit of sesame oil in it as well. I'm just kind of making this up. Just going to put a little and see from there. Just a little bit of black pepper. Some salt. And some crushed chili peppers. I asked my family if they wanted a little spice in it today, and they said yes, so yeah, we'll just do that. Stir it up. If you can see a little bit of pink in the steak, it is fully cooked. but it was smoked, and when he smoked it, it has like a ring of pink around, so, but it is fully cooked. Okay, just gonna test that to see if it needs anything else. Okay, definitely it has enough salt. I just put a little bit more of this seasoning on it. Just a tad bit more sesame oil, and I'll just mix that really well. And then that shall be it. Looks good. Okay. Get some rice and try that. Turn that off first. Okay, got a little bit of rice. Make sure a bit of everything gets on here. Try to get a small piece of Sorry, this steak is chewy. It's really good. And then just with that little bit of spice, it was just the right amount. It was really good. It's nice because I had to use up the carrots in my fridge. Otherwise, I would have normally used like peppers or something in here, but it's nice for something totally different. So that's a bonus. I used up a lot of stuff that had to get eaten, and it turned out amazing. Okay, well, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching today, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.